bro boys? So today I'm going to show you guys how to use a bait caster. Bait casters should be for everybody. Everybody should use them. You get farther when you throw them, and to catch a fish on this thing is probably like about the best feeling ever. I'm just gonna go over it real quick for the beginners. What you want to do is to not get a bird's nest, to avoid a bird's nest. You want to start out with the tension knob. That's located right here on the, I believe the right side of the, sorry guys, the right side of the reel. You want to make sure that thing's tight. Okay, so once it's tight, it's let me see, I got a perfect topwater lure right here. I'm gonna show you guys. I don't want to use a small one because I don't think you'll be able to see it. This is what the tension knob does. Right when you click the button down, you see how it don't go anywhere? Okay, so you want to click the button in and turn the knob just a little bit. Okay, see, like that. You don't want to have it too tight because it won't go far. You don't want to have it too loose because it'll give you a bird's nest. So you want to have it just in the middle to where it falls. And so when you start out your tension knob, have it on tight and loosen it little by little by little until you see your lure start to drop. So when you release the button right here, when you press this button to release it, it's gonna go out there and not get your line in here all tangled up. So you're gonna loosen that just a little bit until you can press it and it goes down by itself. Not too much. You don't want it to fall too much, guys. So when you do it, make sure it's just right for you. Okay, you don't want to do it where it's going to drop really fast, because it can. This is what happens when you drop it really fast, or when you loosen it all the way. It just drops straight down, and it does it pretty quick. You can do that once you get better, but if you're beginning, like I said, you want to make sure that thing's barely tight and barely loose. So just in the middle, guys. Okay, so now what we're going to go over, I want to go over with you guys the drag. The drag is important because if you catch a fish and you don't set the hook right and your drag is really loose, you're not going to catch the fish right, and it's probably going to fly out its mouth. Or if you set it too tight, you might rip the fish, or you might bring your lure come flying straight back to you. So what you want to do is you want to have it not too tight, and that's right here. This is the drag, so you could go left or right. Okay, I like to keep mine kind of tight. If you have the drag super tight, the fish will probably snap. Kind of loose but not too tight. Still giving out line on my lure, just like that, not too much. Next, you're gonna want to focus on the brakes. The brakes are located on the left side, and you want to use the brakes for beginners. You want to use the brakes all the way up. You want to make sure they're really tight, so when you throw it out there, you don't get a bird's nest, because this will cause a bird's nest too. So make sure it's tight, and make sure your tension knob is tight, so you don't cast out there and get a bird's nest. What I also want to go over is how to throw it. There's many ways. You can skip it. You can use this backbone back here to throw it. You can do over the head, to the side. You can do all kind of ways. Sideways or over the hand. I think those two are my best options. But so far I have fun with this baitcaster. It's not too bad. I think the pros and cons about it are pretty much the same, so it's not that bad. It's pretty much the same thing as a spinning rod. But I suggest everybody to go out there and get you a baitcaster, especially if you're getting new into fishing and stuff like that. Or how to cast your baitcaster. I'm using a top water right here. This is what I'm throwing. You can either throw sidearm, or you can throw over your head, whatever you're comfortable with, honestly. Personally, I like to do to the side or over the head, especially when I'm trying to get somewhere far or trying to drop in a hole. So remember, when you're casting and you're jigging, you want to use a good position. You want to have a good position when you're out here fishing, boys. That's important. Position is important. I see this little bass right here. I'm trying to get him. Little smallmouth. Well, boys, I caught my other lure that I just lost out there when I threw it the first time. Holy shit, guys. Got my crankbait back. Right? That's all that matters. So what we're doing is we're throwing the bait out there, letting it sit, and do a couple cranks at a time. Kind of want to give it tension on the line. Really beautiful out here today, guys. Cold out here, but it's not that bad. So what you want to do is kind of let it sit there for a little bit. This is a top water lure, so it's gonna stay at the top. As you crank it, it swims down because it has double ball weights inside of it. Well, guys, there you have it. That's how you guys use a baitcaster. Wish you guys the best luck. This video is for beginners, people that are barely starting, like I did. And yeah, wish you guys the best of luck. Thank you for watching.